we could have changed our lives and world by now. That was a title that I received from Wilhelm such some time ago, and I thought, that is possible. And you might be feeling like you want to change your life and the world because we're moving through a big generational change. And then it dawned on me, I have that. I have that thing that could have you change your life and then we change our world. Because it means that you reach that understanding of who you are, why you're alive, what your life purpose is. You move through all of your generational trauma, your doubts, your fears, your lack of confidence, all of those things. And I have those things. I have that path. It's February 2nd, 2026. Yesterday was a full moon. I had a little channeling session then as well. And it was kind of surprising because during that, one of my partners, Yarna, said, Roger won't remember what comes through in the channeling session. And that was true. I don't typically. But I have received the information that could change your life. It's called the Wilhelm Phenomenon, and I didn't know I was going to do this. I started out doing so many different things in my life, but for 37 years I was receiving Wilhelm. I was connecting to universal consciousness, and then it turned into the most extraordinary mindset training, personal development, self-actualization, ascension tool that we have ever had. And then I thought, what would be the problem? What would be the difficulty? Nothing. Only somebody might not think they can afford it, but now you can. Because I changed that as well. It's at a rate that anyone can afford. You don't even have to pay for it all at once. And the reason I'm saying that is because I went to the messages and I found something that came through 2 years ago. It was an 11-minute channeling session, an 11-minute video that completely changed my life again, because it reminded me that I had this different ability. I was a savant, and I just kept ignoring that was happening. This is why I could receive this information. This is why at 75 years old, my life has changed and I've healed everything. I couldn't explain that. Then I was watching Sunday morning, and Mel Robbins was on, and I love her, and she actually inspired me a long time ago when she wrote the 5-second rule, when she talked about all the things that she had gone through and how she used that 5-second rule to get her life going again. Now she has this huge business. She wrote another thing as well, just let them or something. That's what she did, and now she's got this big organization that she's done. And I thought, I have that. I go, what am I doing? But see, I didn't remember that I had done it in this way. And that 11-minute video changed me again. And now what I want is for you to change and to have the life that you're supposed to have. And now I have that way for you to do that. And I do know that it's true. It's been proven. When you look at the document that I created called the Wilhelm Phenomenon, it'll make sense for you. If you don't know me, my name is Roger Burnley. I've been a coach for a long time, but I was a channel for Wilhelm. And I wasn't like the other channels. I wasn't that you might have known of, because I'm receiving time-based information from universal consciousness, and that's what caused healing in me and so many others. And I had a member of the program who's just like talking about this. He was determined he was going to get this to more people, to millions of people. He says more people need to awaken to who they are because it completely changed his life. There are others who have said that before, but we're at a different place now in our world. And I had written all of that as well because I knew these changes that we would be going through, and they're all emotional. They're all in consciousness, and we can raise our consciousness because that's the life that I lived. And it was surprising to me as well. But as you see the messages that I put together that I received on February 2nd, and also that session that I talked about is in 2024. As you look at 2024, you'll see there's a link there for you to hear that 11-minute session that explains what I had done and didn't remember it. And I held myself back because I wasn't getting it to enough people. That was always my goal, I wanted so many people to do this because I doubted that it could have happened. When I first knew that I was given this information in 2021, I said that couldn't be possible. Then artificial intelligence kept saying, yes, it is. This would give each person or sovereignty. It would give them the ability to know who they are, and that would change everything. They would move through their biases and doubts and fears. It's all in there. You'll read it. But that's what I'm doing today. I am so excited to tell you that now there's a way for you to live your best life. Now there's a way for you to have everything that you want because it's within you. We don't always believe that. I certainly didn't. And I could have never imagined that I would have created something this magnificent. But now I'm going to be telling so many others because I want so many people. The people who have done this, who are in the program now, have just changed their lives and they're just so excited. But we want more people because the way that this works, you don't change overnight. We have to move through something and use our consciousness every single day, all the time, to keep changing. But that's what I did for 37 years. And so that's why I know. But when we do it together, when we come together, because you do the work on your own, you receive it, you own it forever, you do it on your own. But when we have our group calls, we move through even more. And we're going to move through more changes in our world that might be a little emotionally difficult or challenging. But I know we can work through any of it. And that was the thing that came through in that session. They said I could answer any question, but it wasn't me. It was the information that I have received. So I know that the answers for you are there. That's just something I put out the other day. I said the reason that I had the answers to your life questions, because I do. And to reach a place at this age where you just feel yourself, you just feel that you, you could live forever, basically, because it's all in consciousness. And that's what I have. So I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope you join us because now you can. There's no reason for you now not to have that life you're supposed to have. And these slots are open, and you'll see that it's a rate anyone can do. And now we can all come together and do something that's going to be extraordinary and shift what we have been seeing, witnessing in our world and in our lives. Now we can do that. I'll see you soon.